just had a great conversation with Heather Vitale, global correspondent up in the northeastern Atlantic region. But now we have the queen herself, Amy Hollar. Amy, you there?
I am here. That's called self-proclaimed queen, and I did love the music, the introduction. It was very majestic. I appreciate that.
Well, we haven't actually gotten into the song yet, but it's an honor. We've known each other not over the years, but can we ask, I guess, what was your first introduction to the Horseman's voice? Do you remember us back in the day and then the break we had?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's probably been, 10, just through the social media and all the different podcasts and those kind of things. Like, I can't time, especially now that I'm in my 50s. It goes quickly, so I really can't give you a time frame, but it's been quite a few years, yes.
Okay, so let's just delve right into it. Everybody knows who you are, your husband, Calvin, and I guess, what is your maiden name, and what generation are you, and what's your family background?
My maiden name is Williams, but I came into harness racing through my granddad, Harvey, my mom's dad. He was a jack of all trades, all kinds of things, did a lot of work with horses, but he started at first a stagecoach ride. And he had horses. My mom drove a team behind a stagecoach. I believe it was a team of 4 to 6 horses, and they had it up at Cedar Point, which is a major amusement park up here in Ohio on Lake Erie. So they did that in the early 60s, and then he branched out and got a pony ride like you see at the fairs. And we traveled when we were little around with that, and my family helped run the pony ride and the fairs and whatnot. Well, of course, with Ohio fairs, there's a lot of harness racing at them. My granddad started to get to know a lot of the horsemen at these fairs we were at, and the rest speaks for itself.
So you're third generation, I guess, on your father's side?
On my mother's side.
On your mother's side. And then what about your father's side?
No, no, they were soldiers and postal workers, and so no, of course once my mom and dad were together, and the family started getting really heavily involved. Of course, my dad's side paid attention and enjoyed the races too, but
wow.
No, they never really got. No ownership or training or anything like that.
Wait, we're getting an international call. Hold on. So why and how have you been doctrined as a queen in this industry? There's a lot of, I guess, regional people who have stepped up to the plate that are known, I guess, in their regions. And it's not a joke. I mean, people really, really respect you. So I guess going from third generation now to your mother and then being, I guess, groomed into the sport, educated, I guess, in journalism. What's the timeline there? I mean, college, coming out of college, meeting Cal.
Well, yeah, and I was at Kent State for 3 years and getting my journalism degree. I ended up meeting him at Raceway Park. My mom was stabled there. And I met him at Raceway Park in Toledo, and he convinced me to... He would say that's a big lie, to switch schools. So I finished my degree at Toledo. About the time I was finishing up, the track rep position for the OHHA became available, and I jumped at the opportunity. I've always enjoyed being able to just to find things, just to try to help people. This is, that's not a big pat on the back or anything, but just trying to get somebody's problem and solve it. I'm often called Lucy, I need the 5-cent sign in front of me, and people come to me for some unknown reason and want to treat me like I'm their psychiatrist at times. So you're not like a real journalist in the sport, but you're using your journalism background to, I guess, aid in communication and get the word out. And like you're saying, you're more of like a firewoman, putting out fires for people in the industry. Yeah, when I first started working for the OHHA, we had a much smaller staff, and they did have me writing several things for our magazine and our newsletter and stuff, but not. It's just some of my duties with the OHHA. It doesn't allot me the time, and I've been asked by other organizations to write some things, and especially I think one time Dave Briggs he asked me to do a piece out here. It was like for the Cleveland Classic or something. Well, because I was horrible at it. It was just junk what I sent him because I'm so involved on a big race night with the Horseman and talking to people and doing this and doing that. I could not pay attention for the life of me to put something down on pen and paper for him. So, no, I've kind of backed away from dealing with it, writing articles and that kind of stuff for the business. I just don't have the time for it. But
yeah. So we're talking about David Briggs, previously with Canadian Sportsman, now with Harness Racing Update. But let's jump into the family. We've got this shot here of you and a younger version of yourselves with Cal and the 3 kids.
Yeah, that kind of shows how we try to roll along as a family, and even my extended family. We don't take things too seriously, and any kind of horseman that does, to me, you're going to drive yourself insane in the long run. There's just so many ups and downs in this business, and if you can't have fun, well, is it really worth it then? So,
wait, the UK's calling again. Now, social media plays a big role, I guess, in your communications.
I'm a fan of the crown. I just want to let you know right now, okay?
Well, it all comes down to the crown. We know that. But I got word. Is it true you're going to be a grandma?
That was sprung on us on Thanksgiving.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, our first grandchild. Our daughter has always been Tony Dale's been really, really good with kids, and she's always wanted to have her own. I guess she thinks 25 she's getting too old, but the fact that she's pregnant doesn't surprise me. That day, for her to tell me, I was very, very surprised.
So we've got a couple more pictures here. What's the shot here of the drivers? I think we got A-Rod on the left and a couple more of the guys.
That was actually the program that Ryan Macedonia did a few years ago. I can't remember what he called it.
The Trot for Charity. He took off this year. Yeah, he's bringing it back in April. We talked to him last week. I guess, what was your involvement, directly with Ryan and the charities?
Yeah, no, I just helped him, and I got that picture there of the guys that I've been dealing with up here at Northfield for 20 years now. So I was glad that they all, participated, and they are a group. They're their own unique individuals, but I do enjoy dealing with them and the trainers, the owners too. It's been a little hard to see owners here this past year, but I just thought that was a great picture because the guys were doing a good thing, as did many of the drivers around the country.
And then we've got this nice winter circle picture. It looks like Brian and Cal and a groom. Can you describe what this picture is?
Yeah, that's my daughter, Tony Dale, and that was Colors of Virgins Jugette win there about 6 years ago. That picture cracks me up. Not only was it just a proud moment for my brother-in-law, Brian Brown, to win the Jugette, but Buck and our daughter are pretty tight, and he was very proud of her, and when he ducked underneath the mare's head, I was just cracking up. That's a classic photo in our family.
Wow. Is there anybody out there you want to give a special thank you or a shout out to, I guess, that's giving you a break in the industry? Anybody out there?
It's basically all the horsemen. All the horsemen have helped me grow. I'm different. When I first started doing this, I was 22 years old.
Wow.
Now I'm 52. It's been, it's been almost 30 years, and I'm not the same person, which I don't think anybody in their 50s will say they were in their 20s, but all the horsemen have, they've shown patience with me, and yet I hope that I've been able to instill in them a little bit of patience when it comes to dealing with racetracks and the daily going on, and it's a competitive sport, and we are competing against each other, but we're still a very tight knit community.
Yeah,
and
it was interesting. Heather said that in our interview just earlier. She was saying the horses bring us together.
Yes, yeah. Yep, very, very much so, very much so. And you know, I'm extremely proud to be part of it. You know, well, you're kind of making me a little teary-eyed right now thinking about it over the years. It's because there's so many people who have helped me, you know, besides my parents and my kids, that have helped make me who I am today, and I hopefully that's a better person than I was 30 years
we're running
ago.
out of time, Amy, but you know, obviously we have to queue up with some music here. It truly was an honor, Amy, and we really thank you. We've got this shot here of you holding a plastic beverage. Is that?
That is Jug Week. That's one of my favorite picks from Jug Week a few years ago, and everybody that knows me knows how important that race and that entire week is.
Let's just say this: what do the Aussies drink, and what do the Kiwis drink? Do you know?
I don't know. Foster's? I don't know. What do they
Foster's Lager? No, the Aussies have been known to drink their beer, and the Kiwis have been known to drink their spirits. And Dexter Dunn has been saying on social media he loves his vodka. I think Andrew said that too. I've been hearing some conversations. So next time you see the guys, cheers on you, Amy. We really appreciate your time.